brother. Brother. Yeah. So let's see what's up with the last bit, and then I will do my two questy quests. Well, couple questy quests. You know. Curious how long it will take. Power on. Bluetooth connected. Curious where we go with this. So I should have a little bit left. No. Yes. Familiar faces have appeared in Similanka. Well, navigate. Wait until 2 days later. Sure. To Similanka we go. I want to go up here. So this is Barbie. Oh, male? Hazel Buzz though. Cool. It is working. That's nice. Make this room so I won't be sweating, please. Paimon's trying to dance like Barbie.
It's been a while since our last adventure. Oh, Paimon wonders how Minnie Durin is getting along in Simbulanka.
Who else came to visit, huh?
Blessings and take a look.
Who else came around, huh? I mean, they welcomed him as... Is that Kaya and Jean? What the fuck are Kaya and Jean doing here? What relate? Did Alice send a letter to Klee that I've prepared another summer adventure for you?
Here's your 2 magic tonics.
Oh god. No, don't drink this.
Why, thank you, young lady. And might I add that you're looking quite lovely today. Jean, come on, take a seat and let's have a drink. I ordered one for you as well.
But is this really appropriate? I mean...
Still worried about Klee? Relax.
Told ya.
Albedo's with her. Should be fine.
Called it. Called it.
Kaya and Master Jean! What are you two doing here?
Klee got another invite from Alice.
Oh, look who it is. The Traveler and Paimon. You must be the
Said it.
pleasant surprise that Miss Alice told us about.
You can't have
Really,
Alice
Steve,
without Klee.
both. This is one place I didn't expect to run into you two.
The locals here have been talking non-stop about some brave heroes who saved the world. Let me guess. You two have been up to your old tricks.
Yeah.
Well, not just us.
It's our
We
MO.
played a small part. You could say we were 2 members of the Heroes Adventure Team.
Still sounds mighty impressive to me. As ever, our honorary knight is making us proud wherever they roam.
Did you hear... did I hear you talking about Alice and Klee?
That's right. We received a letter of invitation from Miss Alice, proposing that we take Klee for a vacation in Fairyland when work dies down.
I wasn't sure what she meant by fairyland at first, but if my eyes are not deceiving me, she was being quite literal.
Clee ran off excitedly as soon as we arrived. I'm a little worried about her, but Albedo insisted he would look after her while we do our own thing.
We could hardly say no to such a considerate offer, so I took it upon myself to bring Jean to the nearest tavern we could find.
Any excuse for a drink, huh?
Enjoy this one, huh?
We are on vacation. It's only fair that we get to indulge ourselves a little.
Jean does get to.
You're right.
You indulge yourself
I
all the
should
time.
make an effort to relax and unwind. It's what Miss Alice would want, after all.
Oh, wait, Kaya? What exactly did you order from the bar?
The house special, of course. Best way to get a taste of the local culture.
Enjoy.
Why are you making that face, Paimon?
Nothing. I was just perpetually amused by your lifestyle, that's all. Go on, drink up.
Something tells me I need to tread carefully here. Let's see. It's got a lovely color, but how about the taste?
I think maybe I'll pass. But it's such a shame to waste it.
Just give it to some
All right,
freaking llama or
Paimon.
something.
Well played.
Well, Paimon got burned too, if it's any consolation. It's nothing personal.
Oh, by the way, we weren't the only ones who got invited here. I saw Kale earlier.
Wait, for...
She didn't see me, though. She was making a beeline for that big tree.
What the fuck? How many people showed up in this
Raises the
event?
Bells, you mean? Oh, this is turning into a huge reunion. Maybe we should go say hi to her.
Did she go fly around
All
on
right.
the wings?
Well, give her my regards.
Will do. Enjoy your
Thank
vacation.
you. Enjoy your time here, too.
Bro, that is pretty cute that all these people show up. Like, Kali showing up, that makes sense. Kali always shows up, or wherever Kali goes, Albedo follows. Cause that's just Albedo. Sammy, whoever you are, I'm sorry, I'm not approving you. I have other things to do. So Kale ran off to the big tree. Huh? I mean, the game looks much prettier like this. If it only kept... It should be active and not turn off all notifications on screen. It should be active stuff. We were so close to greatness. So close. We're fucking like on the cusp of it. We'll do the prince later, once we finish this one. Actually, no, after this one I will do... Kiraras. Oh, there she is. Kali! Is that a picture of Benny Duran?
The structure of the tree houses here is nothing short of amazing. I have to write it down so I can tell Master Tainari all about it later.
Who the fuck invited you anyway?
Hey, Kale! You scared me. Traveler and Paimon? You got invited here too?
Kinda.
Yep. Well, they sort of skipped the invitation part, but anyway, what you doing out here? Something caught your eye?
We've been here for a week.
I'm trying to observe and summarize the structures of the trees here, and also the animals that live here. Well, the residents,
Oh
I
wait,
guess?
probably Nilu
I
invited
still
her.
can't get over the fact that they're all someone's origami handiwork.
Yeah, probably
Once
need
a
to invite
forest
him to
ranger,
her.
always a forest ranger, huh? Not sure you'll be able to apply much of what you learn here back home, though. With this being a magical world and everything. What? Over there, by the giant footprint. Have those houses always been there? Oh, those? The local flying squirrels told me that they were built by a small dragon and some guy wearing a hat.
Some guy wearing
that
a
must have been Minnie Durin and Hat Guy. Any idea where they went? Supposedly, after building the houses, they went to somewhere called, Constellation Metropole? Did I say that right? Yep, you got it! Oh, also, when the locals mentioned the dragon, did they seem at all, did they say how they felt about him at all? Now that you mention it, the atmosphere changed a little when they talked about him.
Oh,
Oh no. They mentioned some stuff along the lines of past misunderstandings and welcoming new members. I only just got here, so
that's good. That's
I
good.
know
That's
very
good.
little about what has happened in the past. They seemed genuinely grateful for the houses, though, and said they were going to plan a welcome party. Oh, thank
Okay, that's good.
goodness.
That's good.
Sounds like the forest has begun to accept him. It's a step in the right direction. Are you looking for that small dragon?
Yeah, Minnie Durin.
Yeah, he's a new friend we made after we arrived here. No way! Really? I'm getting more and more interested in your story. No. I've got to save it for next time. For now, I've got to make the most out of my time in this wonderful world.
Hey, do
there's
so.
no rush. Just take it slow and enjoy yourself. Like Kaya. Oh, he sends his regards, by the way. Oh, Mr. Kaya is here too? Then I've got to go say hi to him. Well, right now he's at
He
the tavern
tried
and
to
he
kill
probably
her in
won't
the
be
past.
leaving until he's drunk. Not that he'll ever reach that point because his alcohol tolerance is so high. Basically, it's Kaya. You know where to find him.
Bruh.
You make a good point.
Bruh,
Kaya.
the
Then
shade.
I'll focus on exploring for now and go catch up with him later. Shall we go pay a visit to the Metropole Traveler?
Sure.
Maybe Minnie Durin and Hat Guy are still there.
Sure.
Oh, right. By the way, something pretty interesting has been happening in Sumeru recently. Master Tighnari has been working really hard on it, so if you have time, definitely go and check it out.
What the fuck?
Sounds good. We'll find some time in our schedule.
Enjoy your
Of
field
course.
trip.
See you later.
We gotta go to Sumeru later? I'm guessing to Gandahar village. What the fuck? Mona! Looking at Barbie. I mean, it makes sense that she's here.
What? Are my eyes deceiving me?
Yeah, that's Barbie.
There's no way. I can't believe it.
Hey, Mona! We heard you muttering from a long way away. What's up? Oh, is your scryglass acting up again?
Oh, it's you, the saviors of this world. My scryglass is fine, but I'm not sure I can say the same about my eyes.
You mean Barbie?
Look at this statue.
Yeah, what about it?
What? Is it broken or something? Looks fine to Paimon. That's your master, right? AKA the goddess of prophecy?
I refuse to believe it. There's no way that old hag looks anything like this.
That's the reason she's upset.
She was younger. Oh, actually, now that you mention it, this does remind me of the fashionista phase she wrote about in her diary. She can hear, can't she? I swear I just got chills down my spine.
He's just looking at the statue.
Either way, it's probably a little rude to talk about her right under her statue. But how do you know it's a statue of her if you never saw her as a young woman?
I kind of recognize her. Heard her voice.
I did a quick scry when I came into this world, and when I saw the stars' reflections, I was at a loss for words. It looks like fate in Simulanka is based directly on Tevat. A projection of real-world fate to form an image of reality. Or in layman's terms, basically, the creator made this world inside a mirror or a lake, and this world is the reflection.
Okay.
Still sounds pretty impressive.
The more I scried, the more familiar everything looked. It's her work, there's no doubt about it. Even so, everything's far more complex than I'd imagined. Trying to decipher it all is giving me quite a headache. I also asked the locals about her. They call her she who has dominion over the stars and the course of fate itself. Not even a pretense of humility. Clearly, she let the role of creator goddess skip to her head. Not that I'm surprised in the least, of course. It certainly matches the tone of her diary. Anyway, we should change the topic.
Bro, I love her. I love
Small
her.
dragon around by any chance? He's about the same size as Paimon, but with tiny little wings.
Ah, you mean the one that caused all that trouble? I haven't seen him for myself, but I heard that he came to the Metropole not long ago to formally apologize for his actions. Apparently, he brought a huge stash of Toitanium and plant oil to make amends.
Oh,
Most people accepted his apology, although there are some who said that they'll reserve judgment until they've seen how he acts in the future.
that's correct.
Oh, okay. Do you know where we can find him?
One moment.
Oh, she's gonna scry it for us. He's with Glee. He's with Glee. He's with Glee.
Ah, it looks like he's at the Broken Sea. There's a big group of people with him, too.
Cool. Wanna come with us? We can introduce you.
I think I'll sit this one out. This might be the closest I ever get to meeting the old hag in her youth, so I think I'll spend some time seeing what else I can glean from her grand design. You guys have fun.
Be careful, Mona.
What do you mean, be careful? Now you're making me nervous.
We'll be off now. See you later, Mona.
The fact I can't get on top of this is upsetting. Well, there is Mini Durin and our boy Hat Guy. But he was supposed to be with a large group of people. Where are them people?
Osvaldo Hafnavines! Does thou
Of
see
course.
what I am seeing? Tell me that my all-perceiving Aug de Verurtelang deceiveth me not.
Oh, my ears.
Your eyes see true, mein Fräulein.
My ears.
Very well. Then, as sovereign ruler of the Immenachreich, I extend to you both my greetings, O Night Dragon from the land of the Thousand Stars and his hat-wearing servant.
Who did you just call a servant?
What mein Fräulein means to say is, hello, it's a pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you too. But Hat Guy's not my servant. He's my friend.
Damn, I never
Now
realized how
you're
big all this.
over-explaining.
Hat guy, Mini Durin! Found you at last. Whoa, and Fischl's with you too?
What about Oz?
Oh, greetings, Outlander blessed by the Immenachreich. How honored you are to meet your prinzessin beneath the stars of another sky. Clearly a decision made by fate itself.
Ah, I echo your sentiment, Your Highness.
Very night, Paimon!
Clee, the first we expected. Albedo, been looking for you guys.
Greetings. You both look well.
So do you, boy. You know,
Hey there, Klee! Have you been having fun here?
Yup, loads and loads of fun. There are so many cute animals and a magic train that was really long and a huge, huge castle and a king lives there and everything.
I've been taking Klee to see all the sights. It's been a very enriching experience. Alice's magic is truly outstanding.
Yeah, Mom's
No one has a childhood
Klee
like Klee.
wants to build a great big house now too.
So, your mom and my mom were friends?
Our moms were friends, which makes you my big brother. My mom used to read your mom's stories to me all the time. They were great.
Big brother?
You're part of the family now.
Wow. Thank you, Klee. Can I go play with Klee, Hat Guy?
Suit yourself.
Suit yourself.
Albedo, can I?
Go
Just
on.
be careful.
Just don't go too far away. I'll come pick you up later.
Yay! Come on, Mini Durin. Do you want to come play with us too, Fischl?
Your princessin accepts your invitation. Rejoice! Though you may be concealed by fog.
You're speaking to a
still
child.
you
Just
shall
go
have
with
the
her.
Good fortune to witness the true might of the Aug de Vertelang.
What Mein Fräulein means to say is, perhaps we can all play hide and seek together. Mein Fräulein is it.
Hooray! I love hide and seek.
Oh, me too!
Go have fun, guys. That's adorable.
To return to our previous discussion, Mr. Hat Guy, you were telling me about a prophecy?
I heard B talking to M. What she said was,
Since you're so persistent, let me tell you a secret. Our child will one day rise from the dead.
Is she saying that
What?
Dragonspine Durin will come back to life?
Wait. That is wild.
I only heard it in a memory, so don't hold me to it.
I mean, his heart is still
Understood.
beating.
My recent observations at Dragonspine lend credence to this prophecy as well.
What?
Durin's heart has slowly but surely been growing in vitality. The process is extremely slow, but the trend is clear.
What should we do?
To start with, plan for every potential scenario, including, of course, the worst case scenario.
Okay, that is wild.
I am well aware of Durin's
Oh.
past, and I sincerely hope that things never escalate to that point. Still, we need to be prepared for every possibility. If the prophecy is true, and Durin's heart will one day beat again, I'd like to hope that whatever rises from the dead is no evil dragon. If you understand what I mean.
Agreed. Agreed.
Kind of? But not really.
And so, when the time comes, Mr. Hat Guy, will you and Simolanka's Durin be willing to lend us a hand in our hour of need?
Huh? What's this got to do with me?
You saved the Durin of this world. I don't see that as a mere coincidence. If there is any meaning to be read into the actions of the three goddesses, beyond fairy tale whimsy alone, I can only boldly speculate that the fate of this reflected world may have a reciprocal effect upon our own world. If Durin of Dragonspine will soon come back to life, we will need many Durin's help, as well as yours, given that your fates are now intertwined.
Well, that's a nuisance.
To be sure, it certainly won't be easy.
Albedo! There's a flying paper ship over there. Can we go see it together, please?
You already finished playing?
Sure. 2 seconds, I'll be right with you. Please give my suggestion some thought, Mr. Hat Guy.
Bro, but that's wild. Durin's coming back?
Huh? What were you guys talking about?
Nothing.
Huh. Okay then. Let's go join the others. Everyone's going to check out the new origami ship.
Alright, I'll be right there.
Scara.
Why would I be? Do I strike you as someone who cares about other people's issues?
So now that he's saved Simulanka's Durin, maybe he'll
Quit
sympathize with the
trying
Durin
to
of real
guess
world.
what I'm thinking. I'm leaving.
I bet it was right. He needs time to think about it for himself. No, it has a little Durin on it.
Aw, what a lovely little boat!
The forest fairy helped us make it.
Paimon just realized there's a lot fewer people around the Broken Sea now. Guess most of them have made their way back to the Metropole.
Does this boat have a name? I can't see one anywhere.
Huh? A name?
Durin 2.
Every boat has a name. At least, all the ones I've seen before.
They're usually symbolic names that represent something aspirational.
What you got there, Durin?
Let's go with the Durin.
That's
Huh?
weak.
You want to name it after me?
Oh, you mean
Durin
to wish
2
Prince
was weak
Durin
too.
a safe voyage as he sails into a new chapter of his life beyond this world?
Your princessin approves. Let this vessel bear the name of the most esteemed dragon of the night.
The Turin. Let's call it that then. Thank you, Hat Guy. Also, can I ask you a favor?
Curious.
Go
Curious.
on.
Remember how Mom's friend said I should be able to leave this world? Well, I want to pay a visit to your world. Just a quick trip, can we?
Huh?
Is that a no?
Paimon thinks that's a great idea. If the people of Simulanka are allowed to go to Teyvat, then what's the problem with taking Mini Durin there for a visit?
I'm assuming I'll have to be your bodyguard while we're there.
I can protect myself. And I'll do what you say. I won't fly off on my own, I promise. Please, can I go?
It'll be up to you to stick close. If you disappear on me, don't expect me to come looking.
He will go
Got
looking.
it. I'll stick close.
Why don't you take the Durin? Now you've given it a name, it'll be a maiden voyage for the boat and a brand new journey for you.
Are you leaving, Mini Durin? Okay. Well, make sure you come visit me in Mondstadt so we can play together again. Klee will draw you a map to show you the way. Though our time together has been as fleeting as a ray of light
Oh my god, you can
in the depths
stop.
of the long night.
Wow, she.
Liminal will welcome you with the grandest of music
They are
ceremonies
really
on the
paying her a
occasion
lot.
of our next reunion. As surely as the stars in the sky watch over us, we shall meet again.
Her one dialogue
Main
clip is like
Fräulein
7
means
of other
that
people.
You're always welcome to visit her at home as well.
Cool. I have so many new friends now. I'm so happy.
Good for you, Mini
Are you
Durin.
done yet? If you want to leave, then get over here.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much. The blessings you gave me are more precious than any treasure and more beautiful than any fairy tale.
That's good for you, Durin.
Next time, it will be my turn to make your wishes come true.
So I'm curious, like maybe I don't know, maybe next year or something. That was like not what I was trying to do, but okay. Maybe in like next year for a summer event or something like that, or for something. The fuck we at? Oh. But yeah, maybe next year for summer event or for something like this Loopy Harpastum or something. It will be about Durin showing up again. Like it. Okay. Like it was Like it was that one time with Albedo and Albedo Primal. Well, it told me to go to Sumeru. Where in Sumeru? I'm making guess. Didn't it tell me to go to Sumeru? No, complete. Oh, Cole tells you that Sumeru has been quite lively lately. As such, you and Paimon resolved to see. Oh, that's what it is. Okay. So we'll go do this then. Yay! Yay! Oh, come on. Kirara.
So, are you all set? Ready to start investigating?
Yeah.
Great! I've delivered packages all over, but I've never seen a mysterious fairy tale world like this before.
And then she
Looks like
swings those
gotten
hips.
around to repairing this house yet. Ugh, even I wouldn't dare to sleep in there. It might suddenly collapse in on you.
That's fair, but the lights are on in.
Nothing to see here either. Maybe we can find someone to ask?
We can look around.
Aha! Over there! I bet we'll find some people there. Let's go take a look.
Oh, okay. Lead the way, girl. AI pathing freaked out.
Uh-huh. I was sure there'd be people here.
I mean, the lights
Once
are
was
on.
a goddess who ruled over
What
fate.
the fuck?
Before she died, she left 3 riddles for the kingdom she had created.
What? Who said that?
Yeah, what the fuck?
Long story short, on this day, a sentient feline, an outlander, and a diminutive pixie arrived on the scene.
What the fuck? Diminutive pixie? Hey, Ethan. What the fuck?
They saw a narrow path off to the side.
Okay, but which side?
Yeah, if you gave ambiguous instructions like that to a Komania Express courier, they'd give you the parcel right back and tell you to write the delivery address more clearly.
Despite how obvious the answer was, the perplexed pixie and the foremost feline struggled to work it out. Although, perhaps a small part of the blame could be attributed to my dull narration. Alright, let's try this again. The path on the left-hand side seemed to give off an enticing fragrance, as if to say, this is the way to wealth and glory.
What the fuck am I playing now? Is this Stanley
Sounds like the
Parable?
start of a good story. Then what? Then what?
Fucking go left. Like. What
At
the
the
fuck
end of
is.
the path, the motley crew would soon spot a secret stone room. A prophecy had once foretold of a Marquis who shall one day venture inside, and thus it is named the Future Marquis's Abode to Be. You like it? The
Okay.
Future Marquis's Abode to Be? Got a nice ring to it, doesn't it?
That was a little bit boastful.
But before you continue, I must warn you of the danger that lies ahead. For example, under no circumstances should you sit on the chair in the center.
I'm gonna sit on the chair.
Otherwise, the consequences could be a bit embarrassing.
I'm gonna sit on the chair. I am so sitting on the chair. But did someone play Stanley Parable before writing this quest? Like, I swear to God, like.
So many summers, winters, springs, and falls, and now at last a
There's
hero
just glue
in
on
our
the chair.
strides. This realm knows not what lies beyond its walls. Its secrets mystify the world outside.
Wait, new voices. Who are they?
There is 3 chairs, and the one in the middle has just glue on it straight up.
As golden sunlight fills the firmament, the tabletop engrosses your attent. Perhaps, perchance, peruse these pages thence. They surely represent no ill intent.
I will sit on the chairs. Except that one.
Why isn't she reading files on the desk? Hey, Bobarano, maybe quit showing off and try using words she'll actually understand.
I can either rhyme like a bard, or I can curse like a sailor. And right now, Captain, you are seriously tempting me towards the latter.
Okay, I wonder how far this will go.
Cape, forgive me for breaking the rhyme scheme for a second, but I want to hear your take on this. So, any outsider who comes in here would surely see the documents on the table, right? Unless she was visually impaired. And unless she's got tinnitus or something, she'd definitely have heard what we were saying. All I'm trying to say is, if this poor person can't see or hear properly, I just feel kind of sorry for them.
Oh, we hear you loud and clear, so watch it!
I wonder how far this will go. Yeah, okay, I think it stopped. In the name of the elders of our 3 tribes, we hereby form this pact, that from this day forth, our peoples shall be harm one another no more. No more shall be drip glue into each other's breakfast, nor strike each other's heads with pickaxes, nor secretly drink growth serum that does not belong to us. We acknowledge the truth that has been determined by the great clockwork key, and we shall see the family of truth as supreme. Three witnesses to history. Within the future of Marquis adopt to be, quietly waiting the Marquis of Carabas, who is foretold will pluck out the great clockwork key. Let this esteemed one guide us, revealing one truth and 2 fictions. Of course, if the highest house has not been selected, then we may yet content in private, with permissible limits. But no more glue. It does far too much harm. It is truly inhumane. Okay. There is glue there.
Captivated by the epic poetry and enthralled by the outstanding storytelling, the Outlanders knew what their next objective was. Namely, to remove the clockwork key from the raised platform up ahead.
Sure.
Cafe, I just realized you said we all had to speak like bards, but every time you open up your mouth, I don't hear any rhymes.
Yeah, I noticed that too. It's one standard for us and another for you. That's not fair, Cape.
Okay.
As the Outlander stands before the clockwork key, they're overcome by a sudden urge to set it free.
I tried
Also,
before, you
Cafe,
didn't let
that'll be
me.
my last rhyming line. I'm not writing any more poetry until you apologize.
Bruh.
What does it matter anyway? I've lost count of how many people have tried this before. No one's getting that key out.
Oh, so they told us to more than just me. Are they gonna say anything else?
Strong as stone, firm as steel, the Outlander pulls, but it does not yield.
This has happened many times before, but this time is different. A thought enters the Outlander's mind. Attack! Attack! First, weaken the structure, then
Okay.
The Outlander's comrades urge her on. Keep up the attack! Don't give up halfway!
No, I think I had enough.
We didn't want to interrupt because listening to you guys argue is pretty entertaining.
I
But
agree.
seriously, I'm not about to cheerlead for someone attacking an inanimate object. That's just embarrassing.
Cape, speaking of not giving up halfway, Shouldn't that also apply to our performance as bards?
I wouldn't give him that much credit. He didn't give up halfway. He quit before it began.
I think that's enough.
The attack now over. Only one final step remains.
Okay.
Now it is the time to seize the key.
No. No. Speak to me more. Speak to me more. I'm leaving. I'm leaving.
Capet's blatant unprofessionalism and lackluster performance began to annoy the outsiders. He decided to step out to get some air and come back with a change of attitude.
Oh, get off my case.
Yeah, straight up, just somebody played freaking Stanley Parable before writing this. This just reads like Stanley Parable. Are they up there? Are you guys up here? This seems like the spot you guys should be in. Like, it overlooks the area we were in. They have to be somewhere here. They are overlooking me and seeing my actions. I'm sitting on the middle front.
A sense of longing wells up in the chest, and to one's heart one always must be true. Resume you must your once forsaken quest, and persevere.
Stop the poem. We have a situation. Something's up with this person.
Traveler? Are you alright?
Turns out there is glue. You try to stand up, but the glue is holding you firmly in place.
Come on, you can do it! This can't be how our story ends.
You manage to partially unstick yourself. The issue isn't that you can't break free, it's more that you don't want to tear your clothes in the process. They mean a lot to you.
Can I give you a hand or a tail, even?
You finally free yourself and stand up, clothes intact. The fact that this could happen makes me happy. The fact that this could happen makes me happy. Okay.
Yes! Finally! Come on, move your butts and your legs, assuming they're still in working order. It's showtime!
No hard feelings about your lack of poetic contributions?
Oh, let it go!
So, hey guys. So, what up?
Ah! Welcome, esteemed and noble Outlander. Allow us to introduce ourselves.
Sure.
We represent the 3 great clans of this realm, having been selected as its authorized historical supervisors.
Sure.
Our purpose being to await the arrival of one such as yourselves, who shall remove the clockwork key.
Whoops.
My name is...
You're Cape, he's Albizzi, and that's Bobarano, right? You've done so much talking that we can already tell you apart by your voices.
Aren't we missing someone, though? The guy who led us here to begin with?
Who?
And thus was born the long-awaited fellowship,
What the
destined
fuck?
to uncover the truth of the past. Allow me to quote, if I may, in the history of Constellation Metropole, a new page has begun.
There was like a third party.
Well, there's no fourth person, so which of you is the ventriloquist? Come on, out with it.
We've never heard that voice before, but he sounds like he'd be good at reading bedtime stories to children.
Think?
Whoever it is, I don't know and I don't care. Forget about it. We have far more
I
important
don't
things to
know and
focus
I
on.
don't
Like,
care.
where our journey goes from here.
That key you hold is the pivot point about which the past and present of the Metropole revolve. However, between our 3 clans, there is some dispute over the historical record.
Each
Okay.
clan has its own version of history, detailing the clan's origins and the tale of the dragon of old. And unfortunately, we don't know which one is the truth.
Okay.
Dragon? You mean the one that's been acting up recently?
Oh,
He's
no,
okay
no,
now.
no, not that one, you adorable little pixie. When I say dragon of old,
He means a dragon that would be really, really old if it was still
Oh.
with us today, but it was defeated
Okay.
in ancient times. The new one has nothing to do with our clan history.
Okay.
Was that supposed to be a joke? Anyway, so you've been waiting for someone to remove the key so you can finally explore the truth of the past?
not just explore it, but argue incessantly about it. Honestly, I don't care that much. Cape's the one who's always bothering us about it.
What we need to figure out is who resolved the dragon crisis. We have to know that before we can decide which is the supreme clan.
The moment you removed the key from where it was lodged, you became the honorary Marquis. We
Okay.
humbly beseech you, noble Outlander.
Call me
noble
Bread.
Traveler Marquis, we ask you to help us.
Ignored.
You and your talking Puss in Boots and the pale floating pixie.
Puss in Boots? Are you serious?
I mean,
It's
you are
better than
one.
demon feline, but still.
Embrace it, my friend, embrace it. Most cats don't wear boots or speak, do they?
I'm not even a cat. I'm a Nekomata. Now that you know the word, I expect you to use it.
Please allow me
Nekomata
to
and
lead
books.
you all to a sacred memorial site. It will be much easier to explain what needs to be done once we are there. This place is sacred to my clan. It's where our brave forefathers once
Fuck.
took up arms against the dragon of old. After a bitter battle that dragged on for many days and nights, finally, our forefathers fought the dragon into submission, and it fled. They took turns, though. Some forefathers worked the day shift, while others worked the night shift.
Sure. Okay, so who worked the midday shift?
So they say. It's just a legend, though.
Wait a second? Did I just hear you admit that your clan's history is just a legend?
History, legend, who cares? My clan was definitely courageous, that's the point. That's the truth. And isn't the truth
Sure.
what we've all been arguing about non-stop for all these years?
Cape's words gave the traveler food for thought. Could it be that the truth in a fictional world is equivalent to fiction in the real world? But that would have to wait. Apparently, Cape was not alone in his pilgrimage to this sacred site. Unwanted company had arrived.
Okay, thank you, Mr.
Traveler
Narrator.
and the talking cat, Nekomata, decided to teach them some manners.
I mean, clearly that's not an omniscient person.
Watch out! Hey there!
A true display of heroism and valor. It was as if the spirits of my ancestors were fighting through me.
Here's a thought. Could be wrong, but maybe.
Your martial prowess and show of courage are a more vivid reenactment of my ancestors' feats that suit the modern aesthetic.
Sure.
Now, let's get down to business. As we all know, time is but an illusion. Time may flow line by line, page by page, or frame by frame, but usually it flows in the form of springs and gears.
Yeah.
And that clockwork key you have in your hand can turn back time and make the past reappear.
Well,
Yeah.
actually, my view is that the illusion of time is more of a problem of consciousness. Gears power the body, while the body is the vessel of the conscious mind. But the mind cannot understand the dimension of time, so we experience instead an endless continuum of moments as the pinion of now turns along the rack of ages.
Okay,
I'm getting
shut up.
flashbacks to when I was delivering packages to the Sumeru Academia.
Agreed.
A teacher once asked Albizzi what his greatest fear was, and he replied, dragons. Boberano was asked the same question, He replied, "Time," and repeated the argument we just heard. The teacher then turned to Cape and posed the same question. He replied, "Boberano."
The manuscript that tells the truth of the historical record.
That was
the
a meme.
blueprint to all of creation. The work of the great mage themselves. It can be found at the beginning of the Girak, and on the very first page of the book.
Paimon didn't follow all that, but basically, you're just saying that we need to put the key in and turn it all the way back?
Exactly. It is said that in the beginning, the goddess of creation took the goddess of fate's manuscript as a blueprint, placed it under the goddess of prophecy's starry realm, and generated the world from a few magic arrays.
I mean, that's true.
So in a few moments, when the great clockwork key turns the local time here back to the very beginning, we will restore the magic arrays back to their original configurations.
Hold on. Isn't stealing part of the blueprint of creation a little dangerous? Also, how are we supposed to know the original configurations of the magic arrays?
I mean, we could just ask Mona.
Well,
She can check the
general
history.
shapes of the configurations have been passed down over the ages. They now form the family crests of each of our clans. So you'll just need to reference my family crest and join the dots accordingly.
Okay. Bruh.
To address your other concern, when the house has already been built, do you really think that taking away the construction crew and blueprint will cause it to collapse?
The Traveler
No.
Marquis prepares to insert the great clockwork key into the nearby keyhole.
Sure. If I wait, does something happen? Bruh. So unoptimized. Holy shit.
I guess we should start here?
Oh.
Why don't you give it another try?
Bitch, I am trying here. There you go.
Behold, the sacred writings that record the truth of... No, wait. That have shaped the truth of history.
Okay,
Gather
dude.
round and let us
Just
bear
read it.
witness.
Brave Francois mounted the haystack, picked up a fork, and planted it tines down up the mountain of grass. Behind him was a large, bright moon. He shouted out the name of everyone in the village. The village chief was first to be named, and so frightened was he that he wished to climb up the haystack and stop Francois' mouth. Are you crazy? You're reading so like the dragon might show up. You're good for nothing. Have you not seen how the windmill everyone built has been destroyed by the dragon? And here you are, worrying if it will return. Francois really would have loved to kick him off the haystack, but he held back given that the chief too was worried for the villagers' safety. Francois saw that nigh all the villagers had arrived, and so he cleared his throat. Dear neighbors and kin, think you still that we must endure this? No, of course not, but we cannot do anything about the dragon, said the grocer. Who said so? Did I not leap onto its neck from the windmill's blade? Stepping on it twice, and did not to fall from the flea? Perhaps everyone worked so hard to build the mill that was destroyed. Everyone's emotions became inflamed. Lifting up their fists, they decided to take on the dragon. But Francois Francois lifted his own hands and calmed the crowd. Let us go home for today, everyone. Everyone's present lack of self-preservation is not bravery, but rather wrath. If we yet desire to face danger after calming ourselves, only then we may truly call our sentimental valor. So everyone went home. The next day, there were still many youngsters who wished to follow Francois to take on the wicked dragon. Who would have known that the valiant posse that the protection of the goddess Radiant Carta, encouraging true valor, the dragon would neither spout fire nor slash with claws, but was forced to allow the other party to call pause and switch personnel. And so, after several days, the night of fierce fighting, the wicked dragon could no longer bear it and chose to surrender. Okay.
Feast your eyes, rejoice, and cheer, for this is the unquestionable truth. Look at the signature. Nobody is capable of forging that.
I don't believe it. So, all along, our histories have been false?
Don't
Wait,
lose
wait,
heart
wait,
on
that
me.
was manuscript 1.
It does not follow from his is true that ours are false.
That might be the most bogus logic I've ever heard. But keep up the mental gymnastics, Boberano. I've been waiting for that look of jealousy on your face my whole life, and I'm gonna savor it.
Yet,
Bro, what a
it seems
dick.
That this conundrum could indeed have more than one solution. Everyone agreed that there may be more than one truth. The party decided to visit the sacred sites of the other clans and see what their documents had to say.
Wait, there's other sacred
Isn't
sites?
a narrator supposed to remain detached and objective? It feels like you're forcing a narrative agenda on us here. Well, whatever. I'm in a good mood. Let's do it. The instructions say to repeat the process 3 times, and besides, I'm looking forward to watching you both be sorely disappointed.
Let's do my clan next. I'll lead the way.
Okay, where we going?
We'll need the.
Oh, here. Oh. Oh!
The party
There
finds
is
no
treasure chests.
pedestal in which to place the great clockwork key. Only a locked door.
Okay.
Where's your clan's pedestal? Oh, let me guess, you hid it away in advance to save yourself the embarrassment of having it exposed as a fake?
You done?
Wow, what a
Okay.
dick.
Now, since my clan's main claim to fame is...
Misinformation, half-truths, and fabrication.
Wow, what a
Ah,
dick.
shut up, Cape.
Shut up, Cape.
I swear, if I wind up dead one day, the murderer was Boberano. Let those be my last words.
I mean, you will
My
deserve
clan's
it.
claim to fame is that we outwitted the Dragon of Old and stole its treasure. Ergo, all articles of value that we own, including the pedestal for the clockwork key, lie behind that door.
So, next step is open the door?
How do we do that?
Almost. There's one step before that. The door is protected by a smart interrogation system. We have to answer its questions, and if we get them wrong, we will alert law enforcement.
Okay.
Jeez. Well, do you at least know the answers?
The correction fluid of time has dyed white the pages of the Book of Wisdom. No, I don't know the answers. But worry not. I had a quick word with the constabulary in advance. They'll ignore the alarm if we get the questions wrong, so answer without fear.
There's no response from the door. Sure. Knock, knock.
Question 1. Who is it?
Brad.
The
Me.
great yokai, Nekomata in boots.
It's a me.
Travel guide, Pixie! Travel guide! Trusty travel guide!
Question 2. By which virtue did the ancients defeat the dragon?
Hard work and wealth. Courage and strength. Wisdom.
If this is the right answer, I swear I'll...
Correct!
Barefaced lie. So low.
Suck it,
Question
Cafe.
3. Which is more real? The fiction of the outside world, or the truth of this world?
Perhaps both are equally real.
Here, here! be sure that the outside world isn't just a dream, and that when the dreamer wakes up, they won't just find themselves inside a novel. There is no way to know, therefore both are equally real.
All correct. You may have the key pedestal.
Heyo. I am smart.
Traveler Marquis, you know what must be done.
I
Please
know
insert
what
the
must
great
be done.
clockwork key. Oh, and this...
Key. I would rather have these. You can't be goating me like that. What the fuck? I feel like something's missing.
Do we really need this one?
Yeah. We don't.
I'll keep this.
Now, let me see what elaborate fiction the Clan of Wisdom was able to conjure up.
If anyone's listening, I would like to submit these as my last words. I surrender. I'm the one who murdered Tappy.
Okay, that's actually funny. I surrender. I murdered. Wise Antonio, in the basement of the crumbling house, began reading the ancient book he had found. His oil lamp shook from time to time as the swaying structure above ground collapsed. The village was to be symbolically raised by the dragon, and he had been chosen by the dragon, for he had not returned home. But Antonio did not care. He only wished to study the book the old lady had given him on the bridge he passed today. This book was titled The Radiant Charter, and within was all the rules that ever Simulanka must follow. Beings in Simulanka must follow. And within was recorded, all the rules that every being in Simulanka must follow. It was written in the language of the world's creation at the very start, and if Antonio was not possessed of extraordinary wisdom and deciphered this primordial text, there would have been no study to be had. This book recorded no solutions as to resolving the difficulty that Constellation's satellite presently faced, nor did it contain any hexes that could aid Antonio in repairing his own home. But he knew that wisdom was the mightiest thing in the world. The morning light shone through the ruins of his home, and the neighboring blacksmith and chubby chief took great pains to get rid of the house's wreckage, which blocked the basement's hatch. With great circles about his eyes, Antonio said to the chubby chief, "I shall defeat the dragon. I will return soon." "Are you sure you're alright? You don't look like you got any sleep." "Just smoke from the oil lamp. Don't worry about it." The dragon sat atop a mountain of treasure, gazing down at insignificant little Antonio walking closer. Flames gathered in its throat, preparing to burn the area 1 centimeter before him, all the better to scare this puny, foolish creature away. "Halt! I am qualified second-class Meister. The Radiant Charter states that should I refuse a duel, you cannot use force." This restriction did indeed exist, and so the wicked dragon swallowed his flames whole. I feel like that's bullshit. And how it dreaded going to the toilet tomorrow. Antonio, for his part, had not expected that the second-class rust-clearing Meister qualification exam he had taken a log would come in useful. "And since I'm the second-class Meister, I propose a duel of riddles. You cannot refuse." Now Simulanka had just such a law, mainly for the benefit of sphinxes, old sages, and princesses who wished to make life hard for others. That's actually funny. That's actually funny. The evil dragon had not expected this rule to catch up with it. "I shall ask the first question. My house sold for 8,000 mora yesterday. So little. But I thought there was a room to raise the price, so I bought it back for 9,000. Planning to sell it for 10. How much mora did I lose in the end? The dragon laughed in contempt. What's so hard about that? You could have waited until it hit 10k to make your move, but you sold for 8 and bought for 9. So you lost 1,000 mora that you could have earned instead. Wrong! You burned my house down yesterday, so I couldn't sell it in time, so I lost far more. Sorry, I mean, I do have to burn a house, and you happen to be not happen to be home. So I might as well hit one that doesn't result in any loss of life. Now that you've lost this contest, I have the right to loot of the same value as your life. -1 mora. And considering that you've burned my house, I can seek damages. Let's assume that my house is worth just 1 mora. Well then, wicked dragon, you know what to do with yourself. But please, spare me. I'll give you anything. Your words, not mine, Antonio said as he pulled out a contract he had written long ago. Thus did Antonio use his wisdom to take all the evil that's so fucking long. Evil dragon's treasures. The dragon, devastated, would never again return to attack Constellation's satellite, where Antonio lived. Many years later, a child asked Antonio, "You sold your house for 8,000 and spent 9,000 to buy it back. So it looks like you actually did lose 1,000 mora."
Look! My clan's history is true as well! There's that same unforgeable signature again, right here!
Just like AA from a printer.
Oh, does this mean that my clan is the only odd one out?
Given that my clan's wisdom is such a subject of ridicule in your eyes, I will now appeal to my own personal intelligence, which I believe far surpasses that of my clan at large, and make a prediction. It seems likely that the claims made by each of our clans regarding their history and virtue are all true.
Oberano? How can that be?
They're all individual
What's going
truths.
on? Once, when I was drinking with Gujiyai, she
Wait,
brought me
what?
a round of dried fish that I couldn't guess which cup the umeboshi was under. Whichever one I guessed, I was always wrong, and Gujiyai would lift a different cup to reveal the umeboshi.
Okay.
But then, I learned later from one of the shrine maidens, Miyuki, that all of the cups had an umeboshi under them. Just goes to show, I still got a long way to go before I become a great yokai.
So she just tricked you.
Fox lady, that's just her way of teasing you.
Actually, that reminds me. We can now open these 3 treasure chests. And
Oh.
unlike the guessing game you mentioned, this one's not a trick.
Cool. Well, once you've plundered the last of Oberano's family wealth, we can go to my clan's place.
Let's go plunder. Plunder, plunder,
Guess I'll
plunder.
take the clockwork key again then. Yoink!
Yoink. Did I? Yay. Gimme. Fuck. So where's the last one? Up there. Gotcha, baby. He just fucking died. Giant guards. Fuck you on about? Oh! There are giant
The
gods.
cohort of truth seekers followed Albizzi to his clan's sacred site. They arrived to the site of a giant guard towering over them.
Up ahead is my clan's gigantified guard. He can be a little pig-headed, and he's incredibly strong. Your weapons won't even scratch him.
Bitch,
Wait,
he's made of
but
wood.
Wasn't Kappe's clan the one that's all about strength? So, what do you guys believe in then?
Oh, the guard is one of Kappe's people. Size is a coveted trait in the clan of strength, after all.
Oh.
Mine is the clan of empathy, and our key contribution is growth serum.
What's sympathetic about that?
Yeah.
Our ancestors believed that, just maybe, the dragon of old didn't mean us any harm at all. Perhaps the dragon simply didn't notice us, since we are so very tiny. So, they drank
Okay.
the growth serum and grew even larger than the dragon. Then, they set the dragon down, calmly explained their perspective, and eventually taught it how to empathize.
That sounds the nicest.
The serum isn't what it once was, though. Nowadays, it doesn't make you grow all that much, and it actually makes you lose your empathy. So, I advise we take a detour.
Okay.
Despite Albizzi's words of caution, somebody, no doubt, has other ideas. Surely we could avoid a conflict with the guard, they think to themselves, if we could just try to understand one another. You could, of course, just take the path to your left and go around. But some people are gluttons for punishment. It's all part of the experience, I suppose.
You know what?
Why is my own clan treating me like a villain?
You've been away too long. We all have. Feels like we've been waiting forever.
Suck your ass.
We should be getting close.
Why is this place so full of junk? Are you the kind of people who never throw away the box when you buy something because you're worried you won't be able to return it without the original packaging? We'll never find the Oracle Pillars in all this mess.
I'll just smash
Never
everyone
mind
up.
that. We have a more pressing issue. It seems there's a slight problem with my clan's family crest. The Marquis may need to utilize their wisdom to solve the issue.
Oh, fuck me. Okay, sure. Toop, 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 toop.
Wisdom too, huh? Well, you guys have a bit of everything, don't ya? Except empathy.
Shut the fuck up, dude.
Over here? Yes! Keep the noise down! We don't want to alert the guard.
Can't you destroy the boxes a little more quietly?
Must be this one.
Is this?
This is the last one.
So, Galileo and Alberto did many good deeds again today, though it was most tiring to help the old lady on the bridge move her barrels of hard apple cider. They each got a small barrel as the reward. The moonlight was unobstructed and beautiful, and the two good friends climbed up the high wall that had been built to stave the evil dragon off. Alberto lost the rock, paper, scissors match, so he had to hold the barrel of cider under the crock of his arm as they climbed the ladder. Look, this is the big house that our chubby chief was so proud of. Doesn't look so big from here, huh? Said Alberto, as he looked at the house. You're wrong, that's my house, said Galileo. Chief's house is that one. Alberto's night vision was not all that good, and moonlight could never compare to daylight. If one were to close one's eye, the light could not be seen at all. He tried a little harder, but could discern nothing more. But it's also really small. But it's also really small. Galileo continued, so there's nothing wrong with your statement. Galileo and Alberto were both rather perceptive people. Galileo's reply covered for Alberto's discomfort regarding his poor vision, while Alberto also lost the rock, paper, scissors match on purpose, so that he could carry the cider barrel, because the gears under Galileo's ribs were injured. Here's the... How do you lose it on purpose? Here's to you. The two friends raised a toast to once Albedo stuffed a cork back into the barrel. The next day, the two gathered everyone in the village plaza. First, they apologized for the collapse of the anti-dragon wall and told all the people that they were preparing to have a talk with the evil dragon. How did they collapse the wall? I know it was a lot of work for everyone to fix that wall, but we're not that fussed about it anyway, the chubby chief said. But are you sure you're not bragging when you say you knocked it down yourselves? Of course, that was not the chief's point. He too was a good person, he continued. Also, it's too dangerous to seek the dragon out. Don't worry about us. And so the two friends in the best friends in the whole world departed. The evil dragon trembled before Alberto and Galileo. For some reason, the old lady's liquor could make people grow very, very large. They crushed the wall with their butts. That was how they accidentally squashed the high walls the previous night. As they gazed down at the ground far beyond, they more or less understood how the dragon fought. No wonder it could accidentally destroy the village at its feet. So as long as they could get the dragon to notice people, they could surely come to an understanding. The two friends thus drank all the remaining magic cider, becoming even larger than the dragon by a good margin. Reeking of alcohol, they sandwiched the dragon between them and drunkenly tried reasoning with it. The dragon shriveled up in terror, all of its majesty and fell aura forever gone indeed. It even looked kind of pitiful. Albedo attempted to pick dirt off the scales of the dragon's back, but wound up picking off an entire scale. The dragon sought to flee, but Galileo, fearing that the crisis might persist for 10,000 years more if the misunderstanding was not cleared up, tugged its tail and dragged it back. To be honest, we've always lived under your feet, but we are far too small, so you may not have ever seen us. But now we've transformed and become... No, wait, I can give it a better... To be honest, we've always lived under your feet, but we are far too small, so you may not ever have seen us. Now we've transformed and become... big, Galileo said. So now, surely you must know that we dwell at your feet. The dragon nodded repeatedly, and as the two and the dragon chat all night, and believing the goal of mutual understanding achieved, the two set off along the road home.
The signature. So it's true. Empathy is one of the founding virtues of Constellation Metropole too.
Just as we suspected, all three are the truth.
Okay. Well, this is a lot to process. I feel a little empty inside. Yes, we found
He
the
was
truth.
such an asshole and he thought he was right.
There's too much truth.
I get you. It's like in Inazuma, when there were only 6 books in the Mirage Warrior series, it was really popular. But by the time book number 88 came out, nobody wanted to
88.
read it. They all lost interest.
A brief moment of joy is drowned out by a growing feeling of melancholy. But perhaps there is a glimmer of hope to be found
Melancholy.
too. Anyone? Anyone? All right, I'll say it. How is it the case that these 3 versions of history can all be true at once?
Yeah, what the fuck?
That's exactly what Paimon was wondering, but Boborano kind of already explained it away earlier. So Paimon was worried she'd look stupid for asking the question.
It's not a stupid question at all, my dear little pixie. While I did postulate that different truths may coexist, there is an issue when it comes to these 3 truths in particular. The problem is, all 3 truths are the history of the exact same thing, namely the dragon and the Metropole's origins. Yet all 3 bear the signature, showing that they're genuine.
So what the fuck?
Suddenly, the sound of a bell rings out.
What up? What up? What up?
The bell! It rang once! What does that mean again? Ah, yes! Highest level of emergency!
Oh, shit.
Everyone to the main entrance! Stat! Bring all the glue traps and place them outside the gates!
The whole city is on the lookout, and there's only one way out. It's the path right in front of you.
No, it's like I'm playing Stanley Parable. Just a little more
Why'd they
wholesome.
ring the bell anyway? Also, why is one ring the highest level of emergency?
Obviously because you have to respond fast when it's an emergency. It'd be a bit too late if they waited till the 99th ring.
That's fair. Okay. So what now?
We made it out. Don't know if we'll still be needing this clockwork key, but I yoinked it out before we ran, just in case.
Hey, that's good. That's good.
Okay, but back to the truth problem. There are 3 conflicting versions of the truth, and somehow they're all still true. What is
Yeah,
that
the fuck.
supposed to mean?
The fuck,
I
dudes?
don't know. I doubt anyone here in Simulanka can make sense of it. All we do know is that any manuscript bearing her signature has to be valid.
Huh.
She is the goddess of fate, the creator of all this.
Hey, hey.
And all these manuscripts are her grand design.
Wait, maybe it was
The
like
reason we argued
early,
about who was right was
early
that
drafts.
We didn't know enough about the truth of the past. But now we have the truth. So we just have to accept it. As
got a
surely as we
point.
will follow the clockwork path designed for us, so is this the course that history has taken.
There is no more path.
It is clear and incontrovertible.
We will never argue again. Thank you all.
You
Is that
will.
all there is to it? Is this where the decision made at the first crossroads of destiny has led us to? A pointlessly happy ending?
Listen, this isn't Stanley Parable.
Overthinking it would be equally pointless? Well, that's enough for one day. Time to take a break.
Yeah, who the fuck are you anyway?
Could you be any more cryptic? You're planning something. Paimon knows it.
Whatever happens, today was a breakthrough in my journey of discovery. I will go back and share it with my clan.
Have
Me
fun.
too.
You have fun
And
too.
me.
Have fun
Let's
too.
leave it there for today then. I'm sure we'll find out what else Mr. Narrator has planned for us tomorrow.
I will go pick up. I will go pick up my primos. Oh God.
Ad Astra. Thank you for Ad Astra.
Yeah, I can pick up this one too. Since I'm here. Claim. Thank you. These work. That's weird. These shouldn't be working. Oh. Thank you, Dan. Most appreciated. Was one more? That was a fight, yeah. Oh, there is... Oh, this was a fight. This was a fight. Yeah, this was the hat. So wait, those are here. The fact I know the locations. The fact I know where the locations are. Back to Simulanka. And you know, while the clock is going, I'll go get a drink. Because I'm thirsty. Well, not only a drink, I'll piss as well. so nice and cold here. Jesus Christ. Oh, so fucking nice. Oh my god. I'm fine paying 120 euros for energy. Oh. Oh.
What a beautiful day, thought the traveller, before she was overcome by a creeping sense of foreboding. The voice in her head grew louder. Must go to...
Pendulum Lane is just up ahead. Something must have happened here after all. Everyone's crowded around.
Is Cuphead dead? Is Cuphead dead? Are you fucking with me?
Oh my god, this is terrible! I don't understand. The three great clans of Constellation Metropole have finally made peace with each other. Who could have done this?
What happened? Oh no, someone's lying on the ground. Cappe!
How did this happen?
Cappe, you idiot! Wake up! You need to revise your last words or everyone's gonna start suspecting me!
Last words? What did he say?
If I die, if I wind up dead one day, the murderer was Boborano.
The murderer was Boborano.
Ugh, you could have at least pretended to not remember it.
I'm sorry, Boborano, but this is an interrogation. I have to give the detectives straight answers.
Don't worry, Boborano. I don't consider you a suspect, nor do I have the authority to charge anyone with a crime. So, are you the last people to have had contact with him?
I guess.
My sincere condolences. You were travel companions, right? It's a real tragedy. I'm afraid he'll be out cold for another hour and a half, at least.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah, I know. It's despicable. Hitting someone in the back of the head is the second worst act of cruelty there is. The first being replacing their gear oil with extra strong glue.
So,
Wait.
Cappe's not dead?
He's the voice. He's the narrator.
His gears, metal frame, and shell are all still in excellent condition. It's just his energy supply that's been all messed up. Wait. But surely you can't be suggesting that just because Cappe isn't broken, there's no need to go looking for the culprit.
No, there's a need. Huge need.
We just thought he was dead.
Unfortunately, this is rapidly turning into a cold case. There's no evidence and no witnesses. Unless there's an official clockwork pedestal or the goddess of prophecy around here somewhere. Excuse me. Then suddenly the long-lost dragon of old flew across the sky.
Wait, what?
Where?
I didn't see anything. Wait, why can't I move?
My mistake. It was just a cloud. Or a bird. Or something.
Bruh.
If only we could turn time backwards and replay the crime.
Isn't that one of those, clockwork socket things right behind you?
He's really trying.
So it is. No wonder everyone here is suddenly struggling to move. Traveller, if you please, let's recreate the crime scene.
The crime scene, right?
The crime scene's too chaotic. I can't make heads or tails of it.
You the fuckface. The fuck did you do? The fuck did you do? You came over here and were like, "Hacha!" And then right up, you're like, "Ah, he's just fucking dead."
Well, that clears it up. Cappe was walking along the street, then he suddenly collapsed. He was faking it.
What? So case closed? Aren't you supposed to investigate a little more first?
Was faking it.
We literally replayed the crime scene and saw it with our own eyes. There's no need for any evidence gathering or powers of deduction now. And besides,
He's got a
the
point.
truth is inherently strange by nature. Like how Constellation Metropole has 3 histories, each of which is the truth.
But didn't you say Cappe was struck in the back of the head and knocked unconscious?
For all I know, he could have bashed his head against the toilet bowl before leaving the house, then walked here in a daze before finally passing out. As for why he might have done that, my guess is... With the Supreme Clan question left unanswered, and the tension in Constellation Metropole suddenly wiped away, he was looking to create a new source of conflict.
No.
Only then would the city feel alive again.
Do we really think he's capable of that, though? Sounds like a pretty complicated conspiracy for the average Simulanka resident.
Are you calling him stupid?
Something about the crime scene isn't sitting right with me. It just seems unnatural. Also, anything outside of the immediate area won't have appeared in the replay. Is it possible that something was missing from the scene? Why don't
How
we
did you
search
know
the
that?
area?
How did you know?
What are you doing?
Oh, we're gonna head to Cappe's house to check the toilet bowl for signs of an impact.
Why are you over here?
Hey, you're not from these parts, are you? Just visiting?
Fuck, what gave me away?
That's right. Why? What's up?
Ah, well, I was gonna offer you a great job in the Titanium mines. A safe and secure working environment.
With the dragon armor?
Doesn't sound very safe. At least not as safe as being a courier.
To keep the Titanium ore intact, we use specially designed pickaxes that can't cut through it. Even if you struck a person with it, it wouldn't so much as leave a scratch. And in terms of labor intensity, the work has been rated as Class 2 physical labor by a reputable organization. Even cats can do it.
I'm not. Never mind.
Listen, you're a cat.
I give up.
Welcome to Paimon's world.
Mind you, I don't know what happened today, but somehow a pickaxe has gone missing. Maybe one of the giant guards broke it down, so someone took it to perform a rapid resuscitation procedure.
Sounds pretty brutal for a first aid technique. Still, a missing pickaxe. Huh. Is it just me, Traveler, or does it seem kinda suspicious?
Sure does.
A pickaxe? What is it doing all the way down here? There's gotta be a story behind it. Let's take it.
We're gonna find something more, motherfuckers. Well, that's not working. What you got to say, bitch?
Come here. Whatever it is you were looking to buy, please do come back tomorrow. It's just, I have to close early today.
Oh,
a
what
bottle
happened?
of growth serum has gone missing. If someone's stolen it with the intention of harming others, the consequences could be disastrous.
Someone stole a gun.
There's a whole investigation into it, so I gotta close the shop while I do an inventory count. If it turns out I'm wrong and I miscounted, I could be charged with filing a false report and disturbing the peace.
Interesting. This motherfucker has it.
There's a strange potion bottle here. Looks so weird. Let's take it.
It was literally down here. Okay, I doubt it. Oh! What do you guys have to say?
Hello there. Have you seen my spear by any chance? Someone was shouting about a dragon a minute ago, and I instinctively threw it into the sky. Yeah.
No, understandable.
There's
Just
a spear here. It looks so mysterious. Let's take it.
Kirara.
Let's say one of
think
these
I figured
is
it
the
out.
weapon used in the assault. Which one do you think it is?
Pickaxe.
If it was the pickaxe, Cafe sure is lucky it's not still lodged in his head.
Actually, you're wrong there, Paimon. The foreman at the mine was just saying, this kind of pickaxe is designed not to damage titanium, so it couldn't cause any superficial damage to residents here. But you could probably knock someone out if you hit them hard enough, and it wouldn't leave a scratch. Let's take this back to the crime scene and replay it one more time.
Ah, you're back. How was the toilet at Cape's house?
Toilet? What about it?
Forget that. What's this about? What are you trying to say?
I'm trying to say you're the
The
culprit.
cafe fell looked odd, so we searched the area for suspicious items and found this. It could have been deliberately placed out of range of the crime scene so it wouldn't show up when we replayed it. Now we've retrieved it, we were gonna replay it again. You don't mind, do you?
Oh, I just remembered I forgot to turn off the clockwork switch in my kitchen. Yeah, I think I'll just,
Stay where you are.
Stay right there.
Stay where you are, you son of a bitch.
We should be good now.
Watch it, it's gonna fly from his hand. Wait, did he throw it like a fucking boomerang? Fuck you, no way he threw it like a boomerang. He's running. Take aim. Okay, but how did it get there? How did it?
So you're the attacker!
How did it get there?
So, it was you!
Jail. Execution. Hanging.
I will congratulate you for cracking the case, but since I did such an abysmal job of covering my tracks, didn't exactly have your work cut out for you. So, all I can say is... Catch me if you can!
What a dick. I'm starting to sweat again.
We have a runner! That's it! Let me at him!
The would-be Marquis of Carabas dispatched the Necromancer in boots, who ran off in pursuit of the poor little minion.
I'm too fast for him.
The minion's poor little lower back was protesting painfully against the intense physical activity. He decided to take the elevator, giving him a moment to catch his breath.
Yeah, I know you're the narrator, dude.
Really? His lower back asked. But the minion had no other choice. He resolved to make the jump down.
You're mine,
By this
bitch.
point, the Necromancer in boots was gasping for air. The minion was huffing and puffing, even more loudly. But we'll ignore that.
I'm not! Don't underestimate the gold-level courier of the Komania Express!
Exactly, bitch.
A characteristically catty response from the Necromancer. Tell me, what do you hope to gain from bullying me?
I get to let off some steam!
Ha-ha! You fell into my trap! Oh, and by the way, remember the glue you got stuck on when you first entered the future Marquis' abode-to-be? That was also me. I did it using my powers.
What fucking powers do you have, dude?
I'm so jealous of you guys right now. You can jump out of your shoes and keep running, but wait.
The unnamed minion made a last-ditch escape attempt. He began his long climb up the wall, the tall wall. He began his long climb up the tall wall.
You call that a tall wall?
Beat. I surrender.
Okay.
You've got nowhere left to run.
Bitch.
All right. I confess.
That was fast.
Getting caught by you here was a backup plan. I don't know if what I've done will make things better or not. Time to come clean. I am the narrator, the one who's been guiding you all this time.
Gasp. Shock. My mind is blown.
You're overdoing it a little bit there. Anyway, I only did what I did because...
Why are you suddenly spilling the beans?
I poured my heart and soul into all this. I was worried you wouldn't ask. The truth is, I was one of the first conscious beings ever made by the goddess of creation.
Wait, what?
And I've known for a long time that this whole world is just a fairy tale written by the goddess of fate.
Well, good job.
I know they say that fairy tales are just made up for kids to read, but I refuse to believe that fairy tales are just fictional stories and nothing more.
I mean, you're alive in front of
The reason
me.
why Constellation Metropole has 3 origin stories is that the goddess of fate wrote 3 drafts and couldn't decide which one she liked best.
Fair.
Then her cat trod all over them, and they all got crumpled together, so the 3 worlds just sort of folded into one. The goddess of
fair.
fate was torn between them anyway, since she couldn't decide which ending was best for the dragon or the kids. So when she saw what the cat had done, she simply decided to go with all 3.
Bruh.
Well, what does any of this have to do with what you did?
Jesus, Anya.
You're not a fictional character, so you couldn't hope to understand my sorrow. Honestly, I don't think there's anyone
they
in all
are.
of Simulanka who would understand. Every day that I experience, every interaction I have with another person, is it really all just a work of fiction?
I mean,
The
yes.
only reason the 3 great clans wanted to find out the truth was for the pointless task of electing the supreme clan. I thought that once they'd learned the truth, it might make them curious enough to investigate further.
Nah, you wanted
But
someone
as
to
it
talk
turned
to.
out, they just accepted it and carried on living the same old lives. I have to motivate them to keep looking for answers now that they think they've learned the truth. I have to make them uncomfortable with the superficial explanation that they took at face value. And I have to figure out, once and for all, while you real people from the outside world are still here, are we real?
Oh.
Damn, like,
That's
dude
my
is
full
existential.
Time for you to take me back. I'm guessing I'll probably be forced to make a public apology, then sentenced to half a day in solitary confinement. I definitely deserve half a day. Oh, also, pass this message on to Cape Bobarano and Albizzi if you could. The Great Clockwork Key was originally put in place jointly by the ancestors of the 3 clans. If the 3 of them had any ability to cooperate whatsoever, they'd have been able to remove it by themselves. For all these years, not once have they ever tried removing it together.
Dipshits.
Oh, my poor child. There's one thing you've been mistaken about this whole time.
Whose voice is that? Detective? Was that you? Your voice acting's actually pretty good.
The reason fairy tales are suitable for children is that they help them to understand the world. Fairy tales may be works of fiction, but at their heart lies an internal logic that is undoubtedly real-world truth.
This
in
is
a
the
condensed
echo
form.
of Anya.
Perhaps they simplify good and evil, and perhaps they hide the darkness in metaphors. But let there be no doubt. The world within fairy tales is as real as can be. And by extension, you and your compatriots are also real.
Hell yeah, dude.
Goddess! Is it really you?
The line that separates footnotes
Echo
from
of Goddess of
narrative
Fate.
can never be crossed. Never the two shall meet. This is why you have never heard my voice before. But now you wish to break free from the story. And there's a cat nearby, so you can hear my
What the
echo.
fuck? A cat.
Your echo?
Yeah, she actually long dead, dude. Been a couple hundred years.
Poor
About 500.
So, we are a part of the real world too.
Yeah, baby. So we need a shot of the crime scene for evidence, a mugshot of the suspect for the records, and a photo of the heroes for posterity. They got molded over. 3 photos is overkill. Let's just get one big group photo of the crime scene. Suspect, try and look more serious. Heroes, more natural, please. Happy smiles. But no smiling from the victim of their friends and family. Thank you. No, don't get up. Stay on the ground. We need to capture the crime scene as is. 3, 2, 1, say cheese. Weird photo experience, but this photo experience of my life. Okay, that was great. That was cool.
My head's spinning. Albizzi just gave me a quick rundown of the situation. So you caught the detective?
Yep.
Sorta. We chased him until he surrendered. Oh, and he asked us to pass on a message.
Yeah. And they could have removed the Grey Clockwork if they worked together.
Does he really think we didn't try that? 'Cause we did. After 6 months in that place.
That was my bad. I thought it was a stupid idea at the time, so I didn't really exert myself.
Bruh.
I also sort of stopped trying after 3 years.
3 years?
Never mind. I'm partly to blame as well. On the second attempt, I just hugged the key and pretended like I was pulling as hard as I could.
You guys are so lazy. My granny's neighbor's pet cat has nothing on you, and it spends all
It's a
day,
dog.
every day sunbathing.
Anyway, you said you heard the voice of the Goddess of Fate at the end? That's amazing.
There is a world beyond our own after all.
Yeah.
What would you guys say to taking a trip to the outside world sometime? Otherwise, I got bashed in the back of the head for nothing.
Depends. Do either of you know how to get there? But yes, I agree we should go. And not invite the detective, just to annoy him. But maybe the reason we've never worried about whether we're real or not is that, unlike him, we weren't there to witness the creation of this world. We've never had any reason to doubt that we're real. If someone
Sure.
ever convinced me that these delightful dimwits, Cape and Albizzi, weren't real, oh, I'd be devastated.
Oh. That's actually cute. That was sweet. Eh? Oh, this continues? So what the fuck we do with that key then? Bro, one day. Okay, to Adobe. So we go back to our abode to be. So this place is mine now, huh? Oh, there they are. Hello, dudes. Hello. So what's up, boys? Well, if it isn't the Marquise of Carabas, along with her cat and little fairy. Should probably stop this now, surely it's time that Brett and I drop these roles. In theory, it should be all over, but I remember hearing that the point of the ceremony was to help people transition from one mental state to another. To bid farewell to the title of the Marquise of Carabas once and for all, you need to bring things to close with a touch of formality. As the Necomata bids farewell to her boots, through the reflections are we wiser to the nature of the truth. Okay. Was that enough? I mean, I did. Done. Dusted. Let's go. Seriously? Are you fucking kidding me? And I still don't know how to get this. Oh, flight it out. This has to be 7 primos. This has to be 7 primos. It's not.
Is this an answer from this world?
I did not have to attack them, that's nice. That's nice. So how many do I have? I'll kill someone. Give me this, the axe. I'll kill someone. Someone is dying. I swear on me, mum. Anyway, that's it for me for tonight. I gotta go get some sleep. Good night.